A parabola is the set of all points in a plane such that, for any point P in the set, the distance to a fixed point, called the focus, is equal to the distance to a fixed line, called the directrix. Like circles, ellipses, and hyperbolas, parabolas are conic sections, in other words, curves obtained by slicing a right circular cone with a plane. Specifically, we obtain a parabola when the plane is parallel to exactly one generatrix line on the lateral surface of the cone and intersects its base. The focus of a parabola is a fixed point in the plane around which the parabola is constructed. The closer the focus is to the vertex, the narrower the opening of the parabola. Conversely, the farther the focus is from the vertex, the wider the opening of the parabola. Parabolas have only one focus, unlike ellipses and hyperbolas, which have two foci, and unlike circles, which have no foci. The directrix of a parabola is a fixed line in the plane used to construct the parabola. It determines the shape and orientation of the parabola. Specifically, the closer the directrix is to the vertex, the narrower the opening of the parabola. Conversely, the farther the directrix is from the vertex, the wider the opening of the parabola. The directrix can determine the shape of the parabola because the distance from the vertex to the directrix is equal to the focal length, which is the distance from the vertex to the focus. What's more, if the directrix is horizontal, the parabola opens upwards or downwards, whereas if the directrix is vertical, the parabola opens to the right or to the left. Parabolas have only one directrix, unlike ellipses and hyperbolas, which have two directrices, and unlike circles, which have no directrices. The axis of symmetry of a parabola is a line that splits the parabola into two halves, called arms. It passes through the focus and the vertex, and perpendicularly intersects the directrix. Parabolas have only one axis of symmetry, unlike ellipses and hyperbolas, which have two axes of symmetry, and unlike circles, which have infinitely many axes of symmetry. The vertex of a parabola is the point on the parabola at which the parabola turns around. It lies halfway between the focus and the directrix. It is the point on the parabola closest to the focus and the directrix. Parabolas have only one vertex, unlike ellipses and hyperbolas, which have two vertices, and unlike circles, which have infinitely many vertices. Lastly, the focal length is the distance between the focus and the vertex. It determines the shape of the parabola. Specifically, the shorter the focal length, the narrower the opening of the parabola. Conversely, the longer the focal length, the wider the opening of the parabola. Like, share, and leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel.